So one of Candace's favorite shirts, Thick Thighs Saves Lives. She's not here tonight, but she's making her debut right there. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nakiba Jackson and welcome to Freedom Fridays. She's not here tonight, so you won't hear her inspirational words. What I want to talk to you about tonight is just being free to focus on releasing patterns, releasing negative patterns. So this past week, I'll start off with my journey. I will tell you I lost a few ounces, but it's like I didn't lose any weight. And I'll say it's like I didn't lose any weight because, I didn't even lose a full pound. I got down, but I didn't lose. So one of the things that's going on is the fact that falling back into patterns that no longer is working towards me is something that can easily be done if you don't recognize it. So one of the biggest things that I want to just talk about is releasing the need to be in a pattern that is not serving you. This past week, I did some moving around with Candace, and got to see some family. Just got to do some other things that I wanted to do, and then got to see an old friend and wasting some time. Well, not wasting time, but I didn't take a lot of time to plan the way I was going to eat, plan the way my days were going to go, and a plan for success. So what I essentially ended up doing was plan to fail. And that's a pattern. So, one of the biggest things is when you have a goal and you're focusing on achieving your goal, what you focus on expands. So when I chose to focus on the, going out to visit with people and focusing on everything, but focusing on what I needed to do to be successful, I end up falling back into a pattern that was allowing me to be destined to not be successful this week. And so what I will say is learn to recognize when you're focusing on a pattern that's no longer serving you, or a habit that's no longer serving you. So for instance, for me, one of the things that I did that wasn't right was I pretended to act like I had no plan. I didn't want to face the fact that I really didn't want to have a plan. And I just thought and I can tell you, I just thought that, but I knew even by just existing and avoiding it, that it wasn't going to be what I needed to be successful. So for me, just want to focus on, releasing the need to fall back into old patterns that no longer serve you. And so for me, the pattern that didn't serve me was avoiding the issue. So, when I say avoiding the issue, it's like I knew I was going to be traveling, I knew it was going to be around, and I knew some of my time was going to be limited. So, rather than focusing on, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this, I should have taken the time to focus on the things that I could do. And when you focus on what you can do, you release all the possibilities of what's open, what's possible, and being free to have limitless opportunities for yourself to be successful. So focus more on getting out of a pattern of negativity, a pattern of mediocrity, a pattern of being unsuccessful, and focus on a pattern of being successful. And by being successful, it means, hey, you set a goal, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, that goal should be the thing that continues to drive you. So, like for me, when I got in my car, my travel was fine. I got in there, I knew, hey, if you got to drive, you're not going to drink too much water because you want to get there when you get there. But then when I got where I needed to drink my water. I needed to make sure I had food to eat, which was, Could have been raw food, vegetables, and things like that. And then just eat it, and have a different mindset in terms of, why am I doing what I'm doing? What is my goal? Why do I want to achieve my goal? And making sure that everything that I do and say is towards a goal. Now, was I sleepy? Yes. Did I fall asleep? Yes. Did that have anything to do with me staying where I was? No. Well, it had everything to do with me, my intentions, um, making sure my intentions were set properly, making sure I actually went through the whole process of what my thoughts were, what my vision is, what my intentions are, um, and just making sure that my emotions were in check, make sure I was being that person. And by taking my time to actually focus on what I really wanted to do, as opposed to falling back into the old habits, it would have set me up for being more successful this week. And so, what I want to share with you this week is, outside of the weight loss, I've had situation where being in a meeting, and I knew the meeting had the potential to go real bad, because um, if someone tells you something and you really know that what they're telling you can create a negative emotion, rather than focusing on a negative emotion, think about what you really want to achieve from that conversation and what that situation is. And that could be a habit. If someone tells you something and they know what type of reaction they're going to get out of you, and you feed into that. So instead of focusing on the negative emotion, focus on who you really are, what you're trying to get, and who you're trying to be in that moment. And when you really focus on who you're trying to be, and you actually start living it, thinking it, feeling it, living it, you end up changing the whole outlook, the whole perspective, and you walk away using a different mindset, using a different thought process, and you're just able to just be the best version of yourself. So, this week when I did the meeting, I got in there and I was not too happy. And rather than staying in the emotion of being unhappy, I thought about what I wanted to achieve. And what I wanted to achieve was my voice being heard. And so, ensuring that my voice was being heard, it required me to do something different. It required me to actually use my voice. It's not enough just to say what you want. You can't say what you want and not take an action behind it. Um, so for me, it's not enough for me to say, hey, I want to lose weight, I want to be healthier, and then expect for me to expect for it to just happen without any type of action, with any type of intention behind it. So, like I said, that's with everything you do in life. You just gotta focus on um, what you want your outcome to be, living in the moment in terms of thinking how that feels for you. And for me, when I think about getting down to one of my first goal weights, it's not me saying, oh, when I get to 252 pounds, I'm going to be there. It actually is just being there now. And what does being there now means? It means I am going in a store, I'm trying on clothes, I look at something that I want to wear, I think it's going to look good, and I put it on and I can fit it. Um, and I'm happy with what I see. And so another thing that happened, my sister and I, she's like the fashionista, and she always has these clothes that she buys, and she has this vision. Me, not as much as she is, but when she buys clothes, she reminds me of my mom. She just knows what's gonna look right. And so I tried on this outfit, and when I tried on the outfit, lo and behold, it fit. Like we couldn't wear it a few years ago, and so when I tried it on and it zipped up, it felt amazing to put that on. And so that's what um, my goal looks like. Um, and so living in that goal now means I don't get to slack off just because I'm going. I'm going towards that goal, it means I get to stay focused on the fact that, hey, this is a feeling that I want to continue to get. If it was good to actually go in the store, see something that you like, try it on, and it fits, and then you look in the mirror and you feel good about yourself, and that's a feeling that I want to continue to capture for me. It's not like, people say it's about the weight or a number on a scale. It's not really about the weight or number on a scale. It's about what you really feel about yourself and what meaning you attach to it. So for me, just focusing on just being outside of a negative pattern that's been focused on being unsuccessful. So moving towards a pattern of success. Um, that is all I have for today. I just want to just tell you, um, anything that you want in life, you can achieve it. It just requires you to be focused on what your goals are. Um, get out of these negative habits that have been detrimental to your success and focus more on a positive mindset in terms of making sure that you know that you can do what you set your mind to. You believe it. You actually see yourself getting there, and then you living now as if you are there. And so for me, um, losing the weight, getting healthier doesn't mean that, hey, once I get to this weight, I'm going to stop working out. I'm going to stop eating healthy. No, I'm going to want to continue to maintain that. So if I want to continue to maintain it, why live my life today as if what I'm eating now is not going to matter towards my goal of what I'm trying to meet for tomorrow? So it just means that I just have to be more focused on creating better habits for myself, recognizing what's not working for me, and moving beyond that to be the best version of myself. So that's all I have for tonight. Hope you enjoyed and you have a wonderful day. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.